Mindful Mr. Sloth, written and illustrated by Kathy Hudson. Mindful Mr. Sloth, written and illustrated by Kathy Hudson, published by Capstone Editions. Sasha Patience Pruitt was far from patient. She loved to do lots of things all at once. She had one speed: fast. Early one morning, Sasha raced up to her treehouse, trampling some flowers along the way. She frantically waved her butterfly net around for 2 seconds and moved on. She had just whipped out her guitar to serenade the birds when she was interrupted by an almighty crash above her head. Sasha scrambled up to the roof to find a sloth. "Hello," he said. "My name is Mr. Sloth." Mr. Sloth was going to explain how he had fallen from the branch above during his morning nap. But Sasha was too impatient to wait for his story. "Come along, Mr. Sloth," she said. "We are going to be best friends. I have so much for us to do together." They tried playing doctor, but Mr. Sloth took far too long to find a heartbeat. Sasha decided that Mr. Sloth should be the patient. That worked better. They tried building a rocket, but Mr. Sloth was much too slow with the sticky tape. Sasha thought it best that he do a different job. Painting took even longer. Sasha had painted 4 pictures in the time it took Mr. Sloth to tie his apron. "Come along now," Sasha said, picking up a paintbrush and taking over. "There, all done." "Grab a helmet, Mr. Sloth. It's time for the neighborhood race." Off Sasha and Mr. Sloth sped, faster than anyone else in the race. Faster and faster they went, until... "Stop!" howled Mr. Sloth. "What is it?" Sasha asked impatiently. "Can you hear that bird singing?" he asked. "Beautiful." Sasha paused. The chirping was nice enough, but she had a race to win. She plopped Mr. Sloth back in her bike basket. Off they sped again, Sasha pedaling fast to catch up. Until... "Stop," moaned Mr. Sloth. With a quick huff, Sasha stopped. "What is it now, Mr. Sloth?" "Can you smell the flowers?" he asked. Sasha sniffed around, pausing a little longer this time. The flowers did smell nice. How had she never noticed that before? But she didn't have time for this. The race was still underway. "Helmet back on, Mr. Sloth," she said. "Let's go." Off they raced once more, Sasha pedaling as fast as she could. Until... "Stop," wheezed Mr. Sloth. Once again, Sasha slammed on the brakes. But before she could ask, Mr. Sloth took off his helmet and whispered, "Shh." Sasha waited. She took a breath. She felt a tiny breeze. She looked. She listened. All was still. That day, Sasha saw that fun had two speeds, fast and slow. She still liked to go as fast as she could at times. But other times, going slow worked out much better. And just like Sasha had predicted, she and Mr. Sloth became the very best of friends. At the end of every day, they would snuggle together for story time. Mr. Sloth took so long to read the words that Sasha got to enjoy every part of the story more than she ever had before. She even had time to look at the pictures. Of course, they didn't always make it to the end. Mindfulness is being present in the moment. Focus on where you are and what you are doing. Stop. Relax. Think about your breathing. Use your senses to notice the world around you.